What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Shayla T, and welcome back to another video. I have another Wife Wednesday here where we talk about relationship stuff and marriage stuff, all of that good stuff. But before we get into the meat and potatoes of this, y'all know I need y'all to do something. I'm gonna need you to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so that way you be notified when I upload and you can be notification gang. So let's get right into it. So today we're going to be talking about men who have baby mama drama and a lot of baby mamas. Specifically, we're going to be using Fetty Wap as an example, but kind of talking about this subject as a whole. So let's get right into it. Fetty Wap is an American rapper. He made Trap Queen. He made a lot of good music, but he is also not known just for his rapping. He allegedly has 6 baby mamas. Yes, 6. And I say allegedly because, it's rumored that, the last baby may or may not be his, but that's a whole nother video. And so, as you can imagine, with like about 6 or 7 kids and 6 baby mamas, a lot of drama comes with that as well. Okay, so that brings us to the question, should you or should you not marry or get into a relationship with a man who is currently and actively having a lot of children by a lot of different women? Because we're gonna make a disclaimer here. A disclaimer. So I know this does not just apply to men. There is women as well who have multiple fathers for their children, and they may have 6 baby daddies. It just doesn't go for a man. But what we're gonna do is make this disclaimer is I don't feel like this should be the end all be all your kid count. But I want to make a disclaimer that I'm talking about a man who is actively having a lot of children and actively engaged in baby mama drama. Because I do understand that it could have been a lot of different scenarios. Maybe you were younger when you started having kids. Maybe, it was another failed relationship or marriage and you had kids and you just not that person today. Like, this does not apply. I don't feel like you should be judged by the number of kids that you have, but I do feel like you should be thinking about if you're in a relationship or planning to marry someone who is actively fathering a lot of kids and actively in a lot of baby mama drama. So that's just that disclaimer right there. So we're going to fast forward a little bit. Fetty Wap, the rapper that we're going to be using it as an example today, married a beautiful woman named Leandra, I don't know how you say it, Gonzalez. They married about August, I think it was September, and everything is well. Marriage is beautiful. I love being married. But we're going to fast forward till today, or, sometime today, whenever this happened. His, soon to be ex-wife, said some things in the area of, from the week 1. That means 7 days into the marriage, she already knew it was a problem with infidelity and, allegedly emotional and physical abuse, blase. And so we're going to fast forward to now again, where his, one of his baby mamas, which is, a reality TV star by the name of Masika, has, gone viral with cursing his new wife out for posting a video of her with said child, and it just got ugly. So if you want to know more about that, I will link the article below in the description box so you can get all, everything that she said. I'm not going to go into that because I'm not getting to that. So that's pretty much an overview of what's going on with him, but we're going to discuss it in, our terms and really ask the question, a man who is actively fathering a lot of children and having a lot of baby mamas and a lot of drama, is he capable of having a non-toxic, healthy relationship or marriage with you? Yes, I said you. And that just brings us to that question. And I honestly feel you shouldn't. And you should steer clear and you should run away. And let me tell you why. This is a major red flag. And so a lot of the times I know us women, we see potential and we see, we might be wrapped up in sexual feelings and it might be whatever it is going on. But why this is a big red flag is that a man who is just sowing his seeds and whatever you call that, it's really going to be hard for him to be capable of giving you the type of love that you might be looking for. And let me tell you why. And again, we're using Fetty Wap as an example, but I've seen this happen a lot of times. You hear about this all the time. So we have to talk about it, okay? So they have kids spread out. When you have so many kids and all of that energy, and you have a person, which, they say Fetty Wap is a good father, but you have that man, he's just being tossed and turned and split into all of these different households. It's going to be hard for you as the wife, especially like in her case, she doesn't have the children with him, to get everything that you need just because he's a one person. And it's going to be hard to spread yourself all of those many ways productively and like being an active father. It's just going to be hard. And you are going to have to accept all of these different women for the rest of your life, because marriage is typically till death do us part. But so is a partnership in parenting, because that's what it is. If you are, broken up and you're co-parenting, y'all are a partnership in parenting, and that does not end at 18, because that child may graduate from college. You guys are going to be there. That child may be sick. You guys are both going to be there. So this is a relationship that you have for the rest of your life, bonds that he have with all these women that are not going to stop. And then when you add a sprinkling of jealousy and drama and bickering, we're going to get into that. Yeah, it's just going to be physically hard for him to give you everything that you may be requiring. And then let's talk about the dysfunctional relationships that this man, and again, this is just an example. He's an example, but the dysfunction of his previous relationships with the mother of his other children. Fetty Wap is an example. Is pretty toxic. A lot of them are toxic, ended badly, ended in, infidelity, ended in him having another kid by somebody else, ended in a lot of drama. So when you have somebody actively participating in this, what makes you think that your relationship with this man is going to be any different if the past 6 other women have experienced the same thing? Which brings us into our next topic. Sometimes I know us women, we want to be the one who changes and molds the man into the potential that he may have. And he may be a great man. He may be, a great father, etc., etc. But if this man is toxic and he has no idea how to love and cherish and respect vows, let alone a relationship, I'm sorry, you can't change that. And you might be thinking like, okay, I don't have the kids, so it's going to be different. I'm different because I'm me. Yes, but until a man is ready to be everything that he needs to be, you can't change that. So it doesn't matter if you have the ring. It doesn't matter if you have the title. If he is a toxic man, you're not going to change that. He has to change that for himself. So that just is what it is. And I'm a firm believer in a man not being able to give you everything if he can't even give it to his kids. Like, a man cannot love you and cherish you if he doesn't love and cherish his children. Not saying that he doesn't, but I'm just saying, when you have so many, you got to look at that individual relationship he has with each kid. And it's going to suffer. Somebody is going to suffer just because, again, you can only be one person and you can't give everybody everything. But that is choice that he made. And this is gonna have to be a whole nother video, but I have to reiterate, a marriage does not make everything better. Marriage is not a Advil, a Tylenol, and making your relationship be everything that you thought it needs to be, and it's just a magic pill and everything is perfect. Marriage sometimes can make it worse, because now you have this status of what you should be, and it might not be what you think it is. So just don't think that just because you got married and maybe the baby mamas ain't married, that you are winning some type of prize, because that does not make everything better. Only the individual and the character of the man can make it better. That just brings us to the character of your husband or your boyfriend or the potential, whatever is important. Because if he doesn't have a good character and he doesn't have a good rapport with all of his baby mamas, and I'm not saying it's going to be his fault, but all of them, if he got 6 as example and all of them has a problem, it's been a problem with all of them, just maybe he is the problem and not all of them. Not saying that they can't be the problem, but just maybe he also has a problem, and that should just be a red flag. I thought this was just, something to talk about because, we, as women sometimes make these mistakes and, kind of look over or ignore the red flags. But I'm not saying that you shouldn't. Okay, I'm saying that you probably shouldn't enter a relationship or a marriage with a man who has a lot of baby mamas and a lot of baby mama drama, because you are just going to be an addition to that problem. Maybe, but you know what? It could be different, but from what I've seen and experiences, you're going to be added to that drama. So that's all I got for now, but I want to know what y'all think. Should you or should you not enter a relationship or a marriage with a man who has baby mama drama or a lot of baby mamas? Do you think that matters? Why or why not? And if you're a man watching this, let me know what y'all think too in the comment section below. But before you go, if you have not hit that subscribe button, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell to be notification gang. And I'm out.